All right, guys, I got Bob here. We're in the new office in the new shop. This office is not completed yet, but I have to make it work for now so that we can get back going on these videos. So this is a Silverado build again. It's a 2005 Silverado 2500 HD. We're putting rough country seat covers in it, the Neoprene rough country seat covers that are marketed for 99 to 2006 Silverado 1500s. I thought that it seemed odd that they only fit 1500s and not 2500 and 3500, but it specifically says that it only fits 1500. It turns out they're wrong. It fits 2500, and I thought that. That's why I bought them anyway. So it does not fit as far as the center consoles go. If you have the fixed jump seat center, it doesn't fit that. It'll still fit your two outer seats, but it won't fit that center seat without severely modifying the seat covers. So what I did, I did have that fixed seat cover. I bought a center console, actual fold down console for it off eBay, and do that. So you'll see the install on that. At first I install it with just the jump seat, and then I install it with the actual center console. And then that's it. So let's get going. So they fit 99 to 2007 Classic, 2006, and then 2007 Classic, which is the old body style in 2007. And it should fit any of them. If your seats look like mine, it should fit it. So anyway, check it out. It goes really well. Overall review of these things, I really like these seats. Bob sees himself in the camera and he's maybe gonna attack it. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna voice over this whole thing. I deleted all the audio because it made the video too long, and I wanted to kind of fast forward. So very first thing, you gotta take the headrest out, and that's like the only kind of tricky spot if you don't know how they come out. But it is simple. I'm gonna show you here real quick on how you do it. But there's a hole. I'm pointing to it right there. You see the little hole, and then it's the same spot on the other side. You just have to push anything in there. I'm going to use this little Allen key I set up. Push anything in there, and then lift up. You'll feel it kind of let go, and then hold pressure on it. Hit the other side, and just keep doing that. There's actually two detents, so you'll get it up one, and then you'll have to do it again. It'll come up a couple inches, and then you'll have to do it again. And to put it back, you just push it in. It goes in real easily. So now I'm doing the bottom. I already did the other side, and just to save time because there's really no difference. I'm just going to show you one. Just spend your time and get the cords underneath everything. Don't try to go around the plastic, or it'll get tangled up in the track and stuff. You got to get it in between the plastic and the frame. There, and then just get everything clicked in, but don't tighten it up super tight. We're going to do that here in a minute. We're going to get everything clicked in, kind of pull a little bit of tension on it. We'll position the seat cover, and then we'll flip the seat back over and tighten everything up once we get it in. And now since we have a minute while I'm doing that, one of the covers that comes with it, one of the bottom seat covers, they have a hole that's meant for the power seats, the power seat controls. If you don't have power seats, put the driver's side seat cover on the passenger side. They fit either way. Put it on the passenger side. That way, that hole that they have it cut out and nicely edged. Put the driver's seat cover on the passenger side. That way, that hole is in between the console and the seat, and so you can't see it. And that way you don't have a random hole just in the side of the seat cover that doesn't have anything in it. So that would be my recommendation. That's what I did. You can't tell that it's even there. So just do that. The cover that I just took off there, those just pop off. It's not 100% necessary to take it off, but it does make it easier. They just have clips, and you can just push them on and off. It's pretty easy. So now that we got that, I'm just tightening it up a little bit more, positioning it. And then we'll flip it over once I get it exactly the way I want it with the lines perfectly in line. We'll just go ahead and flip it over and tighten up the bottom straps and tie up the loose ends, and then we'll move on to the back. All right, now we're moving on to the back. And the back again is very easy. It's actually easier than the front. So you'll notice it has the seat belt, but then there's a seam that the seat belt goes through. And so what I do on that one, once you get this thing installed and zipped up, there it goes. There's the zipper. Then I'll take a spoon. I call it a spoon, but it's like a trim spoon, and you can actually push the seat cover in between the seat and that plastic cover that the seat belt comes out of, and that makes it look really nice as well. So here we're just doing the bottom, and that's just Velcro. So you just pull it around and then just get it as tight as you can and Velcro it. Really easy. Really easy. So that doesn't take very long at all. I think total time on installing these seat covers in and out was less than an hour on this thing. So just get it positioned right where you want it. Put it back, and then I think I show you putting the seat belt under there. Now I'm gonna have to watch it and learn just like you. My seams weren't perfectly lined up, so I was pulling it over. That still looks a little crooked. Now we're just gonna do the headrest, which again, super duper easy. That goes super quick too. That just slips on there, and then you Velcro it around the legs. It doesn't get much easier than that. And there we go. It's already done. Now I'll just push, and then you just push it in. Like that. Voila. So that on the driver's side, it clicks up and down. One on the passenger side, you'll notice it doesn't move at all. They're fixed. So I guess I didn't show you around the seat belt, but the plastic, I just used a spoon to get it around there. So to put the seats back in, console goes in first. It just sits over the studs. Then you just drop the seats on the studs. If you had moved the seat and they're out of sequence, it could be the rails. In fact, I think that happened to me on this one. The rails were out of sequence because I must have pulled the lever while I was flipping it around. You just pull the lever and push them back so they're square again. That's really the only thing that can happen to you there. And then just put your nuts and your bolts on, and that's it. The seats go back in. Word of caution: if you don't plug in your seatbelt plug, on mine I have fully manual seats. If you don't plug that seatbelt sensor in, you won't have a seatbelt warning light or sign or noise anymore. So you know, if you're one of those guys who needs that reminder, make sure you plug that in there. Otherwise, you will have no warning or no indication that your seatbelt's not plugged in. You know, not that you couldn't tell by the seatbelt not being plugged in. So anyway, word of warning. So it will be fully unfunctional without that plugged in. Nothing will happen. You won't have any lights. You won't have any sirens or anything. So I may or may not forget to plug that in on mine. So especially being a farm truck, I don't like those buzzers. So anyway, passenger side, same thing. Just drop it on the studs. Make sure everything's lined up. Get obviously the bolts started before you tighten the nuts up, and then just tighten everything up. It's really easy on these things to get the seats in and out, and really any new car anymore until you start getting into the HVAC seats. They start getting kind of heavy. But that's that. There it is. That's what it looks like with a jump seat. And here, just a second here, we'll get into putting the covers on the console, because I actually get a console afterwards. It was a couple weeks later. I get a console for it. So there it is, and here's the new console. That was just an eBay special. I think it cost around $300. It wasn't too bad. And then now the seat covers will actually work. That are meant for it. That's the only covers they give you are for this style center console. They don't give it for you for the jump seat, unfortunately. So these go easy. It takes a little bit of guessing on which goes where, because they kind of look very similar. The bottom and the top do. So again, super easy. Just Velcro again. You just wrap it around everything. Just kind of get it positioned. And then stretch it around, tighten everything up, and it's good to go. And that works actually really well. Here is the little diaper thing that they give you for the top. Very important step here coming up. After fighting with it for a little bit, it just slips on and off. There's no way that thing would stay. So here's the important step: throw it in the garbage. I hope you can find one of these consoles that has a decent top, so you don't need it. Just buy a gray seat, I guess, or something. But yeah, that cover is pretty silly. I don't know why they waste their time trying to make it. Perhaps if you glued it on, it would stay. But there's no way driving around that thing wouldn't just constantly popping off on you nonstop. So I just recommend throwing it away. It looks actually really nice if you get the gray one with the black. Anyway, so there you have it. So just like the bottom seat, get it all positioned, tighten everything up, tie up your loose ends, and it's done. It actually looks really, really nice. So overall quality of this seat covers, really, really nice. And I actually now, because I'm doing this so post a couple months after the fact, I've been using this truck very hard doing the work around this house, doing a lot of logging and dragging logs and all that stuff. So that interior is getting worked. And then Rue likes to help me do all that stuff, our dog. And he's been in there and literally just brush the seats and they come perfectly clean again. I actually really, really like these things. They're really comfortable to sit on. It was really hot this summer while I was sitting in this truck, and they don't absorb heat like a vinyl seat and stuff would, or a vinyl seat cover would. Really, really nice seats, super easy to clean. Just kind of bang them out, just smack them, and the dust comes out, and then vacuum them. You're good to go again. And they look real nice. So really, really happy with those seat covers overall. Overall review, my only complaint, the center console cover is stupid, so I threw it away. Just the top lid, the lid cover, I should say. And then them selling themselves short on only saying it fits 1500s. I don't know why they do that, but they fit all. 1500, 2500, 3500. Love the seat covers, highly recommend them, very inexpensive. So really good review as far as that go. Honest review, like those seat covers, they work.